welcome to our episode of the Boardwalk Social Club Saturday afternoon concert series. This episode is about drummers. Here's a song we made up, speaking of drummers. Let's start it off. Sometimes we make up songs by just whatever drum beat Katie's working on at her lesson, getting her from her lessons. And we just make them up into songs. Thank you. Alright, here's another one we're making up.
Some Belmar honey in there.
Thanks.
Oh, he's trying to say that.
Yeah. What's the last one? What's the one that like you're on a walk?
You want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never know.
It's like you were in the last string before you play the next one. Try something different.
Yeah. Sure.
The last time you had more like thumb in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sorry, that was the first one I had. Remember? Well, that was fun.
Thanks.
You always switch it up on me.
Come in and look.
I will. I'll come in and help you. Taking my tea though.
Alrighty. Thanks, Katie, for playing the drums. The first 4 or 5 songs.
Thanks for switching it up on me
For the
again.
next couple of minutes. We'll talk about all the drummers I've played with. And hey, Katie, before you leave, who's your favorite drummers?
Sweet Joey.
Sweet Joe is your favorite drummer?
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, Sweet Joey moved to California, played his last gig with us last Saturday. So we miss having Sweet Joey to hang out with and play in our band with. So anyway, this episode is dedicated to drummers.
Kevin is my favorite.
Kevin.
Of
Yeah, Kevin's a good drummer too. Another local good drummer, Kevin.
like the mummers, that's their style. They walk around Asbury Park.
Yeah, he plays with a band now that has kind of adapted to this virus by playing outside, walking around through streets and on the boardwalk and the sidewalk, playing for crowds. You know.
Otherwise, I don't really know that much about drummers.
Yeah, I don't know enough about drums either. I don't know a lot about drums, but I have been lucky to play with a bunch of good drummers. But as far as telling somebody what to play, what the right drum beat is, or any of that, I really don't know the lingo, or I've never told the drummer what to play. So I don't know how to really do it, you know. Other than to say this is a shuffle, this is a slow blues, this is a reggae, or whatever. I don't really know the names of all the beats or the way they. I don't know.
Well, I know you went to see that Ginger Baker film one time. When it was at the showroom.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a whole drummer thing. A movie about Ginger Baker. All the local drummers were there. I think I went with Sweet Joey, or maybe. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was great. It's a really fascinating documentary. What's his name? You know, Mad Dog Vinny. He's a lot like that. He plays in that style. He's kind of reminds me of him. He's one of the guys I've been lucky to play with around here. Back in the Big Danny days, especially, he really is a great harmony singer too. Mad Dog Vinny and Big Danny had some hits together, big songs that were like standards for them. Blues, Stay Away From Me. That was the best one they did. That was great.
I liked when he and Paul Whistler had that band for a while called Dog Whistle.
Yeah, Dog
That was
Whistle.
cool. It's just them.
I like two duos as band. It was just him and Paul Whistler. That was good. Yeah, and before, you know, the first guy I played with was way back in the first band with Kevin and Neil. Bill, the drummer, he was a great drummer, good guy. Played like Bill, the drummer of the Grateful Dead. And then those guys went up to New York and played with their drummer was Howie Wyeth, the drummer from Bob Dylan's Desire album.
I like all of Billy Hector's drummers too.
Billy Hector has great drummers, Larry Crockett and
Sim.
all those guys, and Rich Monica, they all came
And then
from
another Rich.
Billy, and then the other Rich too. Yeah, Billy Hector has the best drummers. Always has a good. Billy has to have a good drummer because he needs to keep people dancing.
But he also knows to tell them what to play. Could probably learn
That's the
off
thing. Billy will tell him this is a go-go beat or whatever, and I don't know what he's talking about. Or he'll actually he'll tell the drummer exactly what to play. You know, I guess Billy drums a little bit himself, so.
Well, you could also do like a dance move to show them what to play to.
Maybe you could dance it out. I don't know.
Well, maybe we can work on that third song again, so we get it down this.
Oh, I'm
next
sorry,
time.
I don't know how to tell the
You
drummer
reverted
what
back
to play.
into the first song.
I don't know the difference between the first song or the second song or the third song or one drum beat from another. That's the thing.
Well, I guess you're just authentic and you play what you feel.
Maybe. That's a nice way of putting it. Yeah, I was lucky to play with Howie Wyeth, great drummer. Played on the Bob Dylan Desire album, and then that tour, Hurricane Carter thing. And then Howie, who else? Up there. Well, and then we moved. I mean, when I started playing down here with Big Danny and Blackberry Blues Band, everybody. Then it was Mario and Steve Schreger. He's a funny guy. I played many gigs with Steve Schreger over the years. He's a real character, real Asbury Park drummer. He has the Asbury Park sound. He has some kind of Bruce connections. He kind of looks like Bruce Springsteen. Funny guy. I had a lot of gigs with Steve Schreger. He said some funny things over the years. Once we were playing in a restaurant, somebody was momentarily choking on something. He goes, "Oh, I thought I was going to have to do the hemlock maneuver." All right, here's a shuffle like, see that, like a shuffle. I don't even know how to tell a drummer how to play a shuffle, but whatever. Steve Schreger was very good playing a shuffle. All the guys I played with are expert shuffle players. Here's a shuffle in the key of E. I don't need to tell a drummer what key it's in. Yeah, I'll just tell you what key it's in. Alrighty. What should I play? Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. You say I'm spending money on someone else, taking money from someone else. Call your mind 3-4 nights ago. Call your mind 3-4 nights ago. When your mother sad song, don't call my daughter here no more. Thanks everybody. That's a shuffle. Here's my secret list of drummers that I played with, but I wrote it in this invisible ink. Now I can't really see it anymore. Anyway, Eric Clark, he was our first drummer. He was good on the snare drum, simple. And then Jimmy Callahan, guy I went up to high school with, Homedale. He's still around. Jimmy's a great drummer. And then Vic Bayers became our drummer with the Sonny Ken years. Vic is a great drummer. He's on a lot of our records, Stringbean and the Stalkers. Well, Vic's a great blues drummer, a really good shuffle. He knew that he could sing the solos to Sonny Boy Williamson songs and Little Walter songs, so I really listened to, he really had the roots of it. And he was the perfect drummer for Sonny Ken. They played together very well and on their own band too, the Sonny Ken bands. And then Ray Chrysler, he was a good drummer that played with us back in the day. He learned to play, he told me, but 2 records that had no drums on them. John Mayall, the one with Room to Move on a Turning Point, he played along with that, and then Muddy Waters folk singer. That was pretty smart. That's good advice. And then Rich Monica, and then Sim. For all those years I played with Sim, that was fun. Sim was he was in the Henry Rollins band, played some big game like things like Lollapalooza and Saturday Night Live and things like that. But he's also a great local drummer. Played with me for years and years. And then of course Sweet Joey, and it was great to have him play with him. Ride bikes to all our gigs for a couple of years there. Joey's always a great drummer, never complained about anything. Good, funny guy to have at all our gigs, was a comedian, and he brought all his friends, so many people. We had a lot of friends, and we'll really miss Sweet Joey here.
He always wanted to play.
He always wanted to play. Maybe that's why he left, because he wanted to play and we weren't playing. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry to see Joey go. Anyway, we also got to play a couple times with Bernard Purdy, the great drummer, famous drummer, who's been on so many records, including Steely Dan albums and Aretha Franklin and so many records. Bernard Purdy, he's a great drummer, We played, right before this started, we did a gig with him at the Triumph Brew Pub in Red Bank, and that was great. Like a song like that, right from the first song like that, a shuffle, like he is so good at it, so comfortable and relaxed. Like you can't believe how good it sounds. Like the difference between like a great drummer, a good drummer, it's just I can't describe it. My friend Dave Myers, the bass player, he'd rather have no drummer than a drummer that he couldn't relate to, But I've always had. It's a miracle. Let's go to some. Also, Levon Helm, lucky to meet. He's a great drummer, Other than that, I guess. Also, once I played with Max Weinberg just for one song. It was one of those Asbury Park All-Star lineup things at the Red Bank Jazz and Blues Festival. Just, like a shuffle like that. Anyway. I was playing harmonica. There's just a million guitar players. And they would never stop playing. Anyway, it came to the end of the song, stop like that, and I expected one or all three of the guitar players to go, but none of them, they either choked or whatever, they froze, and none of them played anything. And Max Weinberg played the perfect, I mean, like a brilliant, perfect ending to a shuffle, you know, great. In fact, that would be a good way to end a shuffle or a song. Can't think of too many songs that end with just the drums, but he really impressed me. Okay, that's about it. Other than that, my real favorite drummers, I mean, other than Chase and Kevin, of course, we like playing with Chase and Anthony. So a lot of good drummers in this area, a lot of good young drummers. Happy to play with all those guys. And then Richie Blackwell, I guess he comes under the heading of a drummer. He doesn't like to be called a percussionist. I also like the North Mississippi style of drumming. Those guys, Cedric Burnside, all those, that style. That's a unique thing, you know. I know a little about drums. I mean, I know that one came from like a marching band, military thing, and it was leftover drums from like the British military, the fife, and they had fife and drum band things. Anyway, that's a unique style, combination of African rhythms and you know, British martial drumming. Okay, that's it for drums, my drum episode. Mainly devoted to Sweet Joey and then all my other friends that I play with. I'm happy to play with all my drummer friends. Some real characters. Sam, Rich. Oh yeah, anyway, my three favorite drummers, living drummers who I've seen. Charlie Watts of the Rolling Stones. He's the best drummer, I think, of in any style of music. And then Sly Dunbar, the reggae drummer, Robbie Shakespeare, Sly and Robbie. And then, Willie Big Eye Smith, Muddy Waters drummer. Those guys, I love them all. They were all great into their old age, or whatever, 70s. I think Willie Big Eye Smith played until he was 90. A couple summers ago, maybe 6 summers ago, I saw the Rolling Stones up close. You know, I was inside the Tongue Pit where Sim and I went, because Sim got tickets to his connection with the one of the backup singers. So anyway, we saw the Rolling Stones up close, Charlie Watts, and then I saw Sly and Robbie play at a small place, the Saint, Black Uhuru, and then also Dick Dale. So I saw these guys that were great all in their 70s, and it was a big inspiration. Really, I'll never forget. Summer of the 70s, guys who were really up there playing at their peak. Alrighty, thanks everybody. Thank you and good afternoon. Thanks everybody. Thanks Katie for playing the drums and being the camera person.
Let's go for a walk.